Mr. Charles de Lefebvre, we're here at the European Business Summit in Brussels, the theme of which is e-skills for growth. How can Europe build on its technology and research and development potential to really improve its economy?
Well, I think technology, information and technology is not the only tool to increase Europe products into the world, because nowadays global is a single market, but the information is not enough to cover up those market. In order to cover up those international market, you have to combine all relevant culture and different thinking of every corner of the countries. So the Korea can be a good partner of European countries by infusing its different culture and different way of thinking and different mode. So if this kind of Korean culture plus the Korea's information technology will be combined, then also European companies can benefit from those collaborative work.
And can we talk a little bit about those types of collaborations?
Yeah.
I mean, do you find that Europe is open to the expertise of Korean policymakers and business leaders?
Well, yes. Well, as a government official, even though I can find some regulations or barriers which hamper the free flow of technology and people movement, but relatively the European score is quite well advanced than that of the Korea, and also Europe surely is one of the leading the group of countries in that sense. Mm-hmm.
How important is the recently signed EU-Korea free trade agreement in this? I mean, is that key to improving relations and economic benefits?
Very much so. And then that free trade agreement is now completely working very well, especially in favor of European companies. European export to Korea has been much increased than that of Korea's export to Europe. So I think that free trade agreement will be an institutional and material the base for our further collaboration.
What specifically can Korea offer Europe and Europe offer Korea in terms of collaboration and research and development? Where does Korean expertise outweigh European expertise? Where does European expertise outweigh Korean expertise? Mm-hmm. I mean, what are the areas that both sides should be concentrating on to go forward in the global economy?
Well, I think that information technology and those technologies which can be applied in our traditional industrial goods, let's say the machinery and cars and those things, because I think information, computer and technology things are also developed in Korea, but Europe has a very strong point in making good machinery and cars and other industrial goods. So in these two areas can be combined with the collaboration of Korea and Europe altogether.
It's interesting you should say that, because a lot of people have bemoaned the decline of traditional manufacturing in Europe. Mm-hmm. And if I understand you correctly, you seem to be saying actually that's a good springboard for a wider collaboration or a wider economic sort of benefit. You don't think that traditional manufacturing is dead in Europe?
No, I think yes, it is true that many European countries are now moving their factories into the foreign countries where they can find good, cheap labor. But still, in many countries, the manufacturing industry have been and will be the backbone of economy. Without the strong manufacturing industry, the operating economy is like it's like the living in a house which has no solid the walls and the pillars. So I think even though the manufacturing companies can be dispersed in various countries, but the certain level of the very core industry shall be maintained, shall be stay in each country.
Thank you. Finally, a lot of people are talking about, innovation union and creating research and technology hubs and stuff. It sounds very good on paper, but practically, how do you think this can develop?
Well, I have no that special expertise on that in the area, but
There is an element of predicting the future. I know. So
yeah.
yeah.
Will you repeat your question again?
Yeah, I mean, how can you see? There's been a lot of talk about creating hubs for research and development and the Europe 2020 and the innovation. I was just how can those words translate into practical actions? What can be done to get people to encourage entrepreneurship or to encourage do we need an overhaul of the education system or business sector?
Well, there are many ways to realize the rhetoric into real practice. But since I'm working at the government, I think the close working relationship between government and the industry and then the enterprise. Those government and industry cooperation shall be the key. So the government shall make the necessary regulation for the industry, and also government should make some good places, level playing field for the enterprises where they can build up such research hub.